So I've reviewed the Oleap Pilot OpenEar over 3 years ago during their launch in their Indiegogo campaign, and fast forwarding 3 years, today we're checking out a new and improved Oleap Pilot P200B Pro. So will it be any good? Let's check it out. So let's start with the things that I like about these headphones. So one of the areas that I really like about this headset is definitely the call quality you get, which I think offers quite a solid and clear call quality, even in moderately noisy environment. It is also one of the strong features that Oleap markets with this headset, especially with this boom mic over here. Also, the P200B Pro delivers clear dynamic listening experience. The mids are really solid, vocals come through crisp and detailed, and the treble is also a standout feature. We'll look into sound signature shortly in a different section. And the open ear design gives you a spacious soundstage. It feels immersive, almost like the sound is coming from all around you. It's not like your typical in-ear earbuds or overhead headphones. The open design here also makes audio feel more natural, more expansive, which is great for people who like it, a more open, airy listening experience. So in terms of design, I've got to say the P200B Pro is actually very comfortable to wear. The neckband here is solid and flexible, lightweight, very nice feeling on my neck. And the speaker unit does stay in place, so whether you're chilling on the couch or moving around, it won't fall off easily. So it also comes with a 270-degree adjustable boom mic, which is a really nice touch here, and it's great for calls and you can flip it out of the way if you're not using it. So the latency is also one area that is well controlled. Whether or not I'm watching movies or videos or playing games, there's no noticeable delay, which is really good, and we'll talk a little bit more about latency later on. And finally, battery life is also something really impressive, and with a single charge you're going to get 10 hours of talk time and 16 hours of music. You also get quick charging with this headset, and 10 minutes will charge it to 50% and 30 minutes will fully charge the headset, which is really impressive. But hey, no product is perfect, and here are a few things that I think could be better. So while the mids and trebles are strong, the bass could definitely use a bit more depth. It's not terrible, but genres like EDM or hip hop, I feel like it's lacking that punch. When I stress test it with bass heavy tracks, you can tell that the drivers are struggling a little bit, especially with the sub bass. Volume on the P200B isn't the loudest as well, and most of the time I'll be hovering close to 100% volume, so this is one area that I think definitely could use some work. So do note that keeping it at that high volume level does drain the battery faster as well. So another thing about this type of headset is that if you wear glasses, you might run into some interference with how the headset sits on your ears, and especially sitting on your glasses legs. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something that I've noticed since I do wear glasses all the time. It's worth keeping it in mind. Also, I do like the fact that the P200B Pro is rated IPX5, so it's water resistant, but I still want to avoid getting the charging port wet because the bottom of the charging port here is actually exposed. So I think it's protected from light splashes, but I wouldn't take it near water or expose it to heavy rain for too long since it's just open and exposed. And finally, in terms of Bluetooth chipset, although it's an improvement from the Bluetooth 5.0 on the older Pilot OpenEar, this one still comes with a Bluetooth 5.3, which seems a little dated in 2025. So the Oleap Pilot is priced at $89 which is quite affordable for an open-ear headphones with solid features like call, noise cancellation, quick charging, and a comfortable design. The new Pilot P200B Pro, on the other hand, is priced at $139 which is a bit more expensive in my opinion, with not a world of difference. It does feel a little expensive to me. So if you find value in what you hear and like what you see, do subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so the YouTube algorithm can pick this up. And if you want to buy these earbuds, do check out my links below. So let's dive into the sound quality you get with the Pilot P200B Pro. So these open-ear headphones are designed to deliver enjoyable listening experience with clear dynamic sound. So these headsets also do give you some mid-bass performance. You're gonna get decent punch that makes bassier genres sound quite bearable. But then again, I also wish that the mid-bass would be more solid and deeper. As with some songs, you can hear the drivers struggle a little bit. Sub-bass is not the best with this, and when I stress test it with doing it right by Daft Punk, it feels like the driver is about to explode. When it comes to the mids, the P200B Pro excels. Vocals are crisp, clear, and forward. Whether you're listening to podcasts or music, the mids does come through with plenty of presence. So you're gonna appreciate how detailed the vocal sounds with instruments like guitars, pianos, along with the vocals coming through without any harshness. So the treble is one of the standout features of the P200B Pro. High frequencies are sharp, clear and well defined without sounding piercing, and you can easily hear the nuances like cymbals, strings, and other high-end details, so making your music sound more vibrant and engaging. This headset also shines in the soundstage department thanks to the open ear design, and you're going to get a spacious, natural sounding environment, and the sound feels open and immersive, giving you a wide soundstage that improves your listening experience. So with that said, could this be better? Definitely. Is this the best sounding headset? Not really, but I think for an open air conduction headset, I think it's pretty decent. So this is a test to see if the Oleap Pilot P200B Pro is a good headset for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from this headset. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So from a design standpoint, the P200B and the OpenEar are pretty similar in terms of design, and you get some differences here and there, so let's talk a little bit about that. So the entire headset is your typical neckband style headset, similar to bone conduction headphones, but this is an open-air conduction headset, so there isn't any vibrating on your temples, but rather you get speakers that place audio directly into your ears. So the band of the headset is very flexible and nice. It's so flexible that you can just stretch it, move it around, flop it around with no problems. So moving up here, you're going to get your control module with the Oleap branding on the outside, and here you also get 3 buttons to control your headset as well as an LED to indicate the status of the headset. So right in front here of the speaker unit, it also hangs over your ears for security so it doesn't fall off when you're using them. And on the left side here, you're going to get your 270-degree boom mic that can flip around and also, store it at the back if you're not using it. So do take note that flipping the mic up doesn't mute the headset. Instead, you gotta use this button on the other side to actually mute the headset. So Oleap also does provide you with 2 wind muffs that you can use during high wind situations. So as I've mentioned, on the right side, there's only one button here for you to mute your mic. Every time you press it, you're gonna get notified whether it's muted or unmute. So wearing the headset feels nice, feels light and comfortable, but I do notice when wearing it with glasses, your glasses might interfere with how the headset sits on your ears. It's not really a deal breaker, but something to note when you're using them. Also, sitting neutral on my chair feels nice, and it'll only push into your head if I purposely try to sit awkwardly, then it'll start pushing to my head, but if I sit naturally, it doesn't have that problem. So as I've mentioned earlier, there is also a Type-C charging port at the bottom of the left module here. Although this is IPX5 rated, I think it's still best to not get the port wet if possible. Also this year, there isn't any origami case that comes with the headset, but this time you're going to get a nice smooth faux leather pouch, as well as also a dongle for you to choose from whether or not you want a USB Type-C one that I have here. So you can either choose this or a Type-A dongle when you buy the product. And volume on the P200B can also be better. For me, to get to a comfortable listening volume, I need to go upwards of 60% volume. 100% volume, in my opinion, is decently loud, nothing that I cannot listen for a long time. It still gives you a good enough volume at the later stage. My only problem with headsets like this is that you need to hover around that volume, that loud volume most of the time, making the headset drain battery even more. So latency is actually really well controlled with this device, probably thanks to the Bluetooth 5.3 chipset, which isn't the latest by the way, but at least it's stable. So when playing games like PUBG, you're gonna notice a very tiny amount of delay, but it's still really playable, and watching movies and videos on this feels nice with no latency. So let's take a look at the latency performance of this headset. So I think this is a fairly good upgrade from the original Pilot OpenEar. Not a massive upgrade if you ask me, and I wish it had better bass performance since there is also space and chance to actually fit a big driver in a headset like this. So you also get great call quality with this headset, which is what Oleap Pilot P200B Pro is mainly emphasizing on. So if you want to also check out another option for a headset for calls, check out another great option here, the Anker PowerCon H700 here to find out more, or check out another video right over here, and I'll see you over at those videos.